Hi, today I'm going to be teaching you how to play the game Food Chain Island. So let's set up. To set up, take the two water animals and just place them off to the side. You won't be needing them yet. Then take the 16 land animals, give them a shuffle, and lay them out in a 4x4 grid. So let's go like. Alright, so, and that's set up. Now, how to play Food Chain Island. In Food Chain Island, you're trying to get all these land animals down to one pile. To do that, on your turn, you're going to choose an animal, and then it's going to eat one of the orthogonally adjacent animals. So any animal to the left, right above it, or right next to it. That is one space away. So like this fox could eat the raccoon, the mouse, or the tiger, but it couldn't eat the snake because that's two away. And it couldn't eat the polar bear because that's a diagonal. And it couldn't eat to the right because there's nothing there. The only other restriction on eating is that each animal can only eat the three numbers below it. So for the fox, it can only eat the 8, the 7, or the 6. So in this case, the fox, the only animal it can eat is the raccoon. So, for example, it can eat that. After you have eaten an animal, you're then going to activate the ability of the animal that was the predator. So this one says, next turn, the predator, the animal eating, must move diagonally to eat. So, for example, next turn, the tiger can then move and eat them. They'd activate their ability, so on and so forth, until you either run out of options where you can't eat anybody because there's empty space and they can't get to him anywhere, or they're too far apart in numbers, like 13 and 0 is too far apart, or you'll get down to one pile. To help you out along the way, we have two one-time abilities. We have the whale, which lets us one time move one animal to any other space. And we have the shark, which lets us move an animal one space to eat an adjacent animal of any lower value. And so, we can use those to help us along in the game. And you can actually increase the difficulty by using only 1 or 0 of these special animals. But for today, we'll play with both. So, that's how you play. Now let's do a playthrough. So, let's see. I usually like to start with the lower numbers. We have 1, 2, and 0. Unfortunately, they're too far away to eat. So, let's start actually with the fox. So, we'll have the fox eat the raccoon, and then activate its ability, which says that next turn the predator must move diagonally to eat. So we are going to have the ant can't eat the spider because you can only eat 3 numbers below it. So the spider will actually eat the ant. Then the spider's ability lets us move 2 animals 1 space each. So let's move the snake down 1, then the lizard down 1. Now let's use the lizard to eat the spider. So we do that. Then we need to activate the lizard's ability, which lets us discard any one unstacked animal. We're going to get rid of the plant, since this kind of is off by itself. There's no other numbers that are close to it, so I'll just take it out of the game. Okay. Now let's have the bat eat the lizard. And the bat's ability is that after the bat eats, you can move it anywhere else. And when you're moving animals, they can go outside the grid. It's like right now the bat could go over here. You usually want them to be together. So we're going to move the bat right here. Then the bat's going to eat the rat. And move again to right there. Actually, no, to right here. Because then he's also going to eat the mouse. And then he's going to move over here, where I'll use the snake to eat the bat, and the snake lets me swap the location of 2 cards. So, what do I want to swap? Let's see. This 11 can eat the 10, so those are good. I'm going to have the fox eat the snake, so those 2 are fine. Ooh, how about this? Let's swap polar bear and the lion. There we go. Okay. Now, let's have the wolf eat the lynx. Then after the wolf eats, it has to move a space, so we'll move it here. Then let's see. Let's have the gator eat the tiger. And then the gator's ability is that next turn, instead of moving the predator over the prey, you slide the prey under the predator. So I'll actually have the lion eat now, and then zoop. No, we don't want to do that because the lion's ability is that next turn the predator must eat prey valued exactly 1 less, which only the lion is there, and he's diagonal. So instead, we're going to have the fox eat the snake. The snake's going to move under. So now the predator has to move diagonally to eat. So we'll have the wolf eat that. Then we'll move him 1 space there. Now, alright, we'll have the lion. No, we actually wanted the wolf to go over there, for reasons we will see in a second. So now we'll have the lion eat the gator. So now we have to have the predator eat the prey exactly 1 less. So we're going to use the whale now, flipping it over and removing it from the game, to move the polar bear to any other space he wants. And we're going to move him right here. Then we're going to have him eat the lion. And then we're going to use this ability, which says that we're going to move an animal 1 space to eat an adjacent animal of a lower value. However, the polar bear says that next turn the polar bear can't eat. The cool thing is, though, the shark kind of happens in an in-between turn. So the polar bear eats the lion, then we do the shark to eat this one, and then the polar bear's ability is actually activated. At least from my understanding of the rules. And so we won. We got it down to only 1 pile, and technically, if you get, I believe, 3 or less piles, you still win, but you get a higher level of win if you get it down to just 1. And so yeah, that was how to play in a playthrough of Fujian Island. If you like this video, there should be another one somewhere in the corner for another video that I think you'll like. And so yeah, thanks for watching.